Hi gamers, as you know from the title, I'm going to be platinuming Adventure Time Pirates of whatever the hell this is called, since I don't know how to say this.
Enchiridion.
Manual.
Looks like we're going to be playing Adventure Time Pirates of the...
Manual.
Anyway, this game is a fun mess. It's basically just a turn-based game where you have 4 people or characters, Finn, Jake, Marceline, and Bimo. You basically fight some enemies and try and find out who flooded the whole area of Ooh. There are 36 trophies to get this platinum, and it takes around 15 hours to get this, making it quite easy and very simple. With that, make sure to subscribe so you can see me stuff in the future. Since we get like, what, 20 likes, I'll make sure to do the Ben 10 platinum. In the beginning of the game, we are chilling on top of the roof of the treehouse where we're tired and not going to sleep. However, when we wake up, we find out that Bimo is missing, and there are a lot of water. This is a very big issue and is the whole plotline of this game. So, in order to find out who did this tragedy of flooding the land of Ooh, we did the only logical thing, and blamed Ice King. A few boat rides later, we make it to Ice King's Island, where we play good cop and bad cop on a moving wheel. What the fuck? We get a trophy for this though. We also learned that Ice King did cause the floods, but he was actually getting rage baited by his crown, since it was causing him to melt ice instead of create ice, leading to him throwing his crown away. Thankfully, Ice King did see his crown go to the Bubblegum Kingdom, where we'll be going next. On the way there, we bumped into some banana pirates, which remind me of the British for some reason. Anyway, this is the first time seeing the actual combat for this game, which was surprising, as for some reason it was turn-based when I thought it was going to be an actual sword fighting game where you can hit the enemy and they move around and you actually have to dodge. In the end, we easily beat up the pirates and got a trophy for winning our first fight in the game. We then headed to Candy Kingdom, where I was presented a few more fights that I had won and found these destructible donuts that give money. So this will be one of the farm techniques you'll use just to get money so you can upgrade yourself, as the upgrade system is this. While I was getting money to upgrade, I got a trophy for destroying 50 donuts, and then 250 for destroying donuts, and then my game crashed. Fuck. Luckily I didn't lose that much and went back to hitting donuts for money. You might be wondering, why? Well, I need to level up, and in order to get this trophy, as I have to be 1 level below this mini-boss I need to fight, and it's easier to kill if I'm a higher level. So, I did that, and got the trophy. Amazing. That means we can continue with the story and talk to Colonel Candy Corn. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to talk to us, since, it's schizophrenic. We then use the advanced techniques of torture to make him talk. The wheel. He broke almost instantly, telling us that Marceline and Princess Bubblegum were behind the castle. We went there and found Marceline stuck under a tree as she is allergic to the sun. Turns out that Princess Bubblegum got kidnapped with the crown, and Marceline needs her hat since she's stuck. We then go get her hat, but Jake dies as I forgot to heal him.
He's dead.
Also giving another trophy, since I revived Jake with some magic stuff. Giving the hat back, we acquired Marceline to our crew and then went to the evil forest in order to look for PB. But first we have to get some random trophies, such as going to the shop and purchasing something, and also completing a random side quest, getting some trophies for us. Then the game crashed. Not good. Once I loaded back in, I did another trophy, using whatever the hell this is.
Let's find some treasure.
Now time for the evil forest, where we saw Mintman acting a bit strange. Hey look, a Castaway reference. In short, he basically told us nothing, as he's a bit schizophrenic like the other guy, but worse. I decided to leave him and just explore the whole island, beating up some enemies whenever I saw, and then eventually got the algebraic trophy. Eventually I found Princess Bubblegum, who was captured by a fern. I then beat him up with relative ease, rescuing Princess Bubblegum and getting another trophy. Turns out the crown had a few gems in the wrong way, so we go back to Ice King where he is all good and give back the crown. At around this time, I have no idea what to do since I skipped a bit of the story and the dialogue. So I decided to do some miscellaneous trophies here, such as picking 25 sea junk up. Went back to the Evil Forest in order to get BMO, as he's the last character that I need in order to get all the characters. His ability is pretty cool, it's just open a door, and we did that, getting another trophy. Besides that, I went to the ocean and smashed some trash. Nice. Went back to Canyon D Kingdom as I had some stuff to do, like using BMO's ability, getting a quad kill, and killing this random boss. Along with collecting 15 treasure chests around the map, which I just did here. I kinda got bored and ran out of trophies to do for now, so I then went over to the main objective, which was the Hell Island of this place, and decided, you know what, we're gonna jump off the map 10 times, why not?
Totally embarrassing.
The first fight in this area involved me sacrificing BMO multiple times while I tried to brute force my way through these high level enemies. Luckily I won though, after a few sacrificed BMOs. In this area I saw Cinnamon Man, where he said there was an issue with the fire, and that Fern was also here doing something but he didn't know exactly what he was doing or where he was. The guy did tell me that Flame Princess was somewhere here, and he wasn't going to tell us, so I used my advanced technique. The wheel. Turns out she was at the emergency valves. Once you got there, she basically said that you just need to throw some trash at the valves and it'll probably fix the issue. I did that and then went inside this random place where we saw Fern, and turns out he didn't cause a flood, so there's some other secret villain in this game. But he did assist in it and just didn't want to tell us who it was. And basically just made us fight this big laser thing. And yes, a few of my guys did die, including BMO, the poor guy. BMO's dead. Okay. Up, it just one-shot my whole team. Up, who's gonna die now? Up. It's on 2 enemies. Luckily I was able to clutch up and had Jake basically solo everything and constantly revive, as you saw, and got the win in the end and the trophy. Fire Princess told us a few bits of stuff that I didn't listen to and didn't think were that important. However, I know I have to go to this random island near the main island. Over here I did those pirate lookout things and just left the island because it's pretty irrelevant except for that trophy. And I killed a few more enemies here and progressed through the story where I eventually go to the final boss. The final boss of the game was Great Uncle Gumball, who had a magic book. He thought that he could blame Princess Bubblegum for the Great Floods, however, no one really blamed her since there was no connection. They kind of sucked at doing that job. Overall, he was pretty tanky as the boss fight is. He's just high HP and that's around it. BMO didn't die, surprisingly, which is a big relief as the poor guy is being abused, basically. The end of this boss gave us another trophy, completing the main story, meaning I just have to go to the plug and I'll finish the whole game. But first we need to do some side quests to get all the other trophies. Yay! So, side quests. First of all, we have to go all the way back to the Evil Forest where we freed all these little mushroom people. And that's one of the random collectible quests that we have to do here. Getting another trophy. And you'll never guess what happens next. The game crashes. Again. God damn it. When I loaded back in, I went to the fireplace where I lit all of these random campfire things or pots that I had to light up and got another trophy for this. I also did another quest where I just inflicted more than one status effect on an enemy and got a trophy. Back to the Evil Forest. I kind of forgot something since I'm just a bit stupid. Anyway, I have to go push this rock to summon some god or something and get a trophy from that. I'll also have to do something later on here that I kind of forgot about and just didn't read since I didn't know the location, but I'll tell you that just now. In the next trophy, I had to go dock at all the islands, which I was surprised that I missed it all since I thought I rarely got all of them, but I guess not, and there's some random hidden ones like this one right here. Evil Forest time again. Here I got BMO to max level since that's one of the trophies for all the characters, and I just got BMO first. We also saw this random snail that was looking a bit oh no, just looking at me a bit weird. Ice King's penguins were found. You probably didn't know that I need to get them, but I did. I just forgot, you know, so yeah. With collecting all the penguins, there are just a few more side quests that I completed that didn't have trophies, and I also forgot about that they existed, and ended up getting the Super Helper trophy, which is just a completion of the 12 side missions you can do in the game. Ended up in the evil forest again for some reason with leveling up all my people, and got Finn to level 10, Marceline to level 10, and Jake to level 10. This basically concludes all the other trophies that I need to get, and I just got the one left, which is just ending the game by picking up the bath thingy. Right here, or the plug. I did this and basically made everything back to normal and ended the whole flood of ooh. You also have the villains in the end or be in jail, and everyone's all happy and they live happy ever after. And I get my little platinum. Overall, this game wasn't bad. It crashed a few too many times that were a bit annoying, as I don't know why it's crashing. The game just kind of sucks sometimes. Turn-based, okay. It was okay. I'm not coming back to this game anyway. So yeah, goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.